What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Today we are changing the oil on Blue. If you don't know what Blue is, it is my 2015 Dodge Challenger RT 5.7 Hemi. Every year at the beginning of the driving season, I change the oil, even though I don't put up to anywhere close to 5,000 miles on it. Last year, I think I put a little over 2,500 miles on it. I just like to start fresh at the beginning of every year. I'm gonna walk you guys through the quick and easy steps of changing the oil on, and I'm sure as far as any other models, your Scat and Hellcats, it is probably relatively similar, so you could go off it as well. All right, so step one is to get the car out, at least the front end, up in the air. Now, if you don't have a lift like myself, you're going to be using a jack. I have the jack on this side, but always use jack stands. I have them on the cross member here for the front axles. Jack can be unreliable and can give out at any given point. First tool you'll be needing is a 10mm socket wrench. Climbing underneath, you can see there's bolts numbered. That one says, I believe, 2. There's 1, 2, and up at the front here, there's 3, and there's 4 over here. Remove those 4 bolts. Actually, you can see they're numbered. So remove those bolts, you get the shield down, and then you'll be able to access the drain plug and the oil filter. Okay, as you can see, the piece is out. Just be careful. That may have some rock and or dust built up in it. So just beware of your eyes. Now be careful. If your engine has been running, this area will be hot. You're gonna take your 13mm socket. Now you're gonna try and loosen this up. Okay, so more than likely your drain plug is going to be very hard to get off. So what we had to do is just take a hammer with your wrench, and now we have a loose drain plug. Now be careful, it will shoot very far. So just take it and twist. And shoot. Let it drain for quite a few minutes. Perfect thing to do while waiting for your oil to drain out completely. Watch it rain completely on your freshly washed car and listen to the thunder. I took this car out of my garage and ran it straight to the car wash. You know, I was a little bit lazy about it. I went through the car wash, did a nice job. As I pulled out of the car wash, it started to rain. So I brought it home, threw it in the garage here, and then dried it. And now, with the ass end sticking out of it, it's starting to rain again, which is fine, but it's actually thundering. It doesn't look bad here, but above us there's a storm, so I actually enjoy listening to the thunder while changing this oil. Okay, very important step. Make sure you put your drain plug back in. Otherwise, it is proven to be very messy if you go to add oil again. Take your 13mm, snug her up. Give it a good twist, you know, like good. She ain't going anywhere. Okay, next step, oil filter. So there's the oil filter, this black thing right here, as you can see. So just in reference, here's your drain plug right here. Just behind it is your oil filter. They do make the oil filter wrenches, but most of the time with us, you know, we only put them on hand tight. Sometimes they can suction fast. So if you can't get your hands up there, if you can loosen it yourself, I'd try that first if absolutely necessary. You can get like a pair of like larger vice grips, or unless you have a an oil filter wrench. I don't have one on hand, so I'm gonna try and loosen it. If I can't get it with my hands, I will go get a pair of big old pliers and try and spin her off. But be careful. As soon as it comes loose, it will start draining liquid. Just watch yourself. Okay, there you go. You can just let her drip. Get it loose enough where it drips. Just like that. Always make sure you wipe it off too. Give her a good wipe before you install the new one. New filter. Always take a little bit of oil and put it on the seal here. Like that. New filter installed. Oil out. Plug in. Okay, just to recap, we have the oil out of the engine, we have the filter out, old filter out, new filter in, and we are ready to now put the oil into the vehicle. So a lot of times in newer vehicles, under the hood, the oil cap will have straight up what you need to put in it, SAE5W20. That is what this takes. If you don't know, it'll either be there or you can check in your owner's manual. So what I have here is, I have the SAE 5W20 full synthetic. I always run full synthetic in all of my vehicles. Always put full synthetic. It's a little extra cost, but it is the best for your engine. Pop the cap off, grab your nearest funnel. Nice fresh seal crack. No, pour away. And a good thing to do is just crawl underneath and check if you have any leaks from the drain plug or anything dripping around the oil filter. I have 7 quarts total. I like to put like the 6 in. It usually calls for somewhere between 6 and 7. I put 6 in and pull the dipstick, measure it, and then use that last quart, whether you need the full quart or half of it, or you can usually measure. All right, I got 6 quarts in. As you can see, they're all empty. Careful. I'm gonna check the level on this. Always pull the dipstick out once, wipe it completely cleared. When you're doing an oil change, stick it back in, give it like 10 seconds, pull it back out. I already pulled it out once and wiped it clean, as you can see. But for me, just above where that hole is, that first hole here at the edge of the camera, that's where it stops. So it's just not quite in the safe area. So I'm gonna use this last quart. All right, all 7 quarts are in. Pulling the funnel out. Let that drip dry on the rag. Twist your cap back on. Last thing I need to do is put the tray back up. And after putting that tray back up, it is official. You have done your own oil change in your Challenger. All right, so just so you're aware, but the front lip of this shield gets tucked in this front area. So this is the shield here I'm pointing at, and it gets tucked in of this piece here that was on the car. So you can go ahead and put your screws in as they're numbered, and you'll be back in business. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we are done. The oil is changed in my 2015, and hopefully with these steps, you guys should be able to do the same with yours. Make sure the oil level is good on your dipstick. We're down back on solid ground off the jack stands, and we are good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope it was helpful, and if you're new, subscribe for me. We're nearing like 1,700 subscribers, and I appreciate that. I did another how-to on how to change the headlights. Click the video on the screen or in the description if you're interested in seeing that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.